Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel Strategic Alpha Wealth. Today we will be discussing about anatomy of an IPO. I have seen a lot of investors investing in IPO for long term just because they feel that at an whenever we get some shares at an IPO in an IPO we usually get at a lower price. However, I have recently shared on my blog that more than 70% of the IPOs, if you see the price after 5 years, most of them have not yet crossed the IPO price. And most of the businesses and most of the stocks have gone down 80 to 90%. So if you have not gone through my blog, I have written one blog that why we should stay away from the IPOs. You can check the blog at strategicalpha.blog. So today in this video we will be discussing about anatomy of an IPO. So what happens is a lot of investors believe that we can invest in stock markets through IPOs for long term for 5-10 years and just keep the shares as it is. And that strategy used to work in past like 10-15 years before where the IPOs were brought in at face value. However, right now the IPOs are never brought at face value. An IPO is one such place where promoter or the existing investor wants to get out of that business, and that's why a business needs a liquidity, and that liquidity is provided through an IPO to make sure that each and every share where the investors early investors want to get out can be transferred to the retail shareholders. So when an IPOs, if you observe that IPOs are always brought during bullish times, no IPO comes during bearish times. So because why the during bullish times, retail segment and each and every participant in the market has a positive sentiment on the market, and just because of that IPOs are brought only during good period. However, there are some good quality companies. Not, I'm not talking about crap quality companies. We are talking about, in this video we will be talking about IPOs which are great businesses and they list on the stock markets. And still I'm telling that even if the business is great, we will at some point of time we will be getting that business at a great discount to the valuations, wherein if we can find such justified valuation zone, we can invest in big and good amount with good allocation with good conviction, and make killing profits in markets. So in this video we will be talking about such great companies which have come up with an IPO, and how the journey has been over the years, and what is that maximum opportunity time wherein an investor can get in and make the most of it. So what happens is, uh, the stocks, the businesses which are great in nature, what happens is at the time of listing there is a great euphoria about that business. Apart from that, there is a great euphoria in the markets too. So just after the IPO price, just after the IPO, stock list on the stock exchange at 30% premium to the IPO price, 30% premium to the IPO price, or 130% of the IPO price. 130% of the IPO price, 160% of the IPO price, 200% of the IPO price. 130% means 30% premium to the IPO price. 160% means 60% premium to the IPO price. 200% means 100% premium to the IPO price. There have been recent cases wherein like the stocks like Root Mobile and Rosera Biotech and HDFC AMC and lot of companies which got advanced enzymes which got listed at 30, 50, 60 and 70% uh, premium to the IPO price. So at there is a listing euphoria there is, and that's why market value it at such kind of premium levels. So after that what happens is, uh, price after the listing, initial investors who bought for listing purpose they start selling off, and initial small selling happens, and new set of investors again coming. Why? Because those who couldn't buy during an IPO, they start buying it later on, and when they start buying it later on the price surges and it crosses the IPO price to make a new high. And when it makes a top, that actually top is, if we see in the this is what I have observed, that top price is exactly or nearly around 3x to 4x than the IPO price. So price rallies to make a new high in 1 to 3 months. I valuation now are triple the IPO price. Minimum triple, twice. It might be twice also. It might be thrice also. It might be 4 times also. But usually I have seen that the price becomes thrice than the IPO price. And after that, what happens? Sooner or later, people will understand that company is great, everything is great. However, price is not in our favor, and that's why investors now realize that the stock is overpriced, buying interest is lost, price starts drifting downwards in the search of realistic valuation. So after that top being made, investors lose interest in that stock, and people are waiting for this stock to correct, or new buying interest is not there. They know that the stock is overvalued, so stocks start searching the realistic valuation, and at some point of time the stock price is corrected to such levels wherein price justifies the business at these levels. So this is the valuation zone which I am interested the most when I am picking up the multi-bagger stocks. When I am picking up the multi-bagger stock, because at this price point their maximum selling has already happened. And what happens is, whenever that real valuation zone happens, there are double bottoms. Like if you see, this is the first bottom, at some point of time there will be closer to double bottom. So this valuation zone is a great opportunity to accumulate the shares at a great discount than the higher price. So at point number 4, price justifies the business at this valuation. This zone is very good to find multi-bagger stocks. So point number after point number 4, what happens is, stock from these levels, actually the business performance was not bad. However, stock just got corrected to the real valuations, and after this what happens is, business also improves business also improves, price also starts moving up, and there is initial set of interest from the buyers. So what happens is, out price comes out of this real valuation zone, it starts making higher top higher bottom, business performance is also improved, so price starts moving up on initial set of buying interest. So at some point of time what happens is, after this initial set of buying interest, at some point of time the people who have bought at this price at these tops, there is a resistance from those sellers, there is a resistance from these old sellers or old buyers, which I can say resistance from old buyers which are selling now. So the stock faces a resistance and then collapse. There is a small collapse, and as the business has already improved compared to the IPO high price, what happens is the stock starts making a new high, and it breaks out of that earlier resistance zone. So whenever the stock breaks out of that earlier resistance zone, now the stock is in uncharted territory. So whenever that stock is in uncharted territory, upside can be anything. Like price can move up double from this resistance price. So usually, let us say if the resistance price is 1944, so the pattern breakout for this listing breakout, what happens is, the pattern breakout target for this listing breakout is double the resistance of the IPO. The double the resistance of initial IPO, bigger resistance where the it made the first high. So from this, the stock starts moving upwards to double the resistance price. So what happens is, if we understand this anatomy, and if we know that most of the IPOs in long term, it will not create us wealth. However, if we can track the IPOs, and if we can track the businesses, and if we can find the same IPO stock at a great valuation discount. If we see this, this is a hypothetical example. It is not a hypothetical example. The chart which I have taken is HDFC AMC. HDFC AMC got listed at around 1100. After that, it made a high of 1800. Then it actually it made a high of 2500, something like that, and from 2500 it drifted down to 1280 and 1300 levels. From 1300, stock started moving up, and in this real valuation zone, I shared with one of my mentees that this is a great business to be looked as a multi-bagger at this price. Valuations are highly great, and we can buy it in any quantity at this point of time, because it's a HDFC group company. So after that, if we could buy here at around 1280, so once we know the valuation and the business, and after the assessment, and then we correlate that to anatomy of an IPO which I have drawn here, which I am sharing with you here. It is a great opportunity to create alpha. It is a great opportunity to make market beating returns. So from 1280, stock started moving up. Business performance was already on the high, and at some point of time listing breakout happened, and after that stock surged to 3800. So the chart which you are seeing in the background is actually the illustration of HDFC AMC, and there have been lot of IPOs which have given such breakouts. So if we have to discuss that, we will let us understand some few charts I'll be discussing now. I'll be discussing now those charts. First of all, let us discuss this chart itself. See, this is the chart. Whatever you seen in line chart, this was this chart. HDFC AMC, it got listed at 1740. It went up to 1978. Then it came down to 1250. I had spotted this pattern at around here for multi-bagger. Actually, for trading, it is buy only above this earlier resistance. However, for multi-bagger value investing, this is the zone where we should start finding the value, and we should start hunting for the multi-baggers, and do all the due diligence. And this is the point wherein we can invest in big amount if the company is great. I'm not talking about crap quality companies. I'm talking about good quality companies where the background research has already done. So 1300, the stock was available within 1 year. From 1300, stock went to 3800. So this is the one of the example. Multi-bagger means whenever you pick up, after that it should start moving up. So within within 1 to 3 year, it should have a earning potential of 100 to 300%. So if we can find such patterns, we can make a killing in markets. So one such pattern I had already found in past was HDFC AMC. Now recently, which I had found and I discussed with the mentees, was advanced enzymes. So let us check because advanced enzymes, I have been researching about advanced enzymes from long time now, 4 to 5 years now. 4 years, I think. From 4 years, I have been tracking the business of advanced enzymes. So, see here also, if you see the listing breakout and listing anatomy, it got listed at a premium at 30%. From that, it made a new high. Then, initial set of selling happened. Then, stock started making a new high. It was actually the triple of the IPO price. Sometimes it might be double, sometimes it might be triple the IPO price. The price here was triple the IPO price, and then the stock started searching the realistic valuation zone. So this was the realistic valuation zone. After a downtrend, whenever stock starts consolidating, this is the real valuation zone. So real valuation zone for advanced enzymes was in the range of real valuation. It should not be called as real valuation, but justified valuation or undervalued valuation. So undervalued valuation for this stock was from 150 to 200. 150 to 200 was the good valuation zone. If we could have accumulated the stock in this, what happens is we could have got a big multi-bagger. So here it has broken out of that first initial set of consolidation phase. So after this consolidation phase, it is started moving up just because business performance has also started increasing. So what will happen here next in advanced enzymes is, at some point of time, if business performance continues to be better, this will even cross these earlier highs, and once it cross the earlier highs, it will be called as listing breakout. And listing breakout upside potential is twice the resistance. So twice the resistance means 460 into 2, which is equal to 950 to 960. So if somebody could find the stock here at great valuation zones, from 170 or 180 to 900, it is 5 bagger. And if you see, within 4 to 3 to 5 months, the stock has surged from 150 to 350. So once it breaks this price 460, the stock is poised to become a multi-bagger if the business supports. So we have to track the businesses also. So if the businesses support, it can break 460 and it can move to 900 within no time. So this was one of the stock which I have found in this real valuation or undervaluation zone. Now, one more stock which I have found, uh, I already discussed with you all the criteria for a stock wherein we can find such businesses at a great discount. Here, in case of Snowman Logistics, so business parameters, if we check, this is the only company in India which is in listed space for cold chain logistics. So it has its own business and it has its own niche business, high quality business. Promoter is Gateway District Parks, which is a high quality promoter. So it got listed at a premium of 30-50%, I think. And after that, it went to make a new high at 130. So it was actually twice, 2.5 times to 3 times the IPO price. So after that, at some point of time, investor realized that the stock is overpriced. Stock came down. Then it was small little upside, but at some point of time, it has to consolidate and it has to come down to realistic valuations. So again, it went up and again it went down. So it was clearly making a lower top, lower bottom. Here, if you see, the tops are shifted on the higher side. Tops are shifted on the higher side. So after this, stock now it is trading in consolidation zone. I feel that the whatever, as per my study based on fundamentals, whatever I have done, I feel this is the realistic valuation zone or undervalued zone, from 26 to 50 rupees. So this is a stock wherein we can accumulate, and if this stock business is good as per the fundamental study, then whenever it breaks out of this, the first thing it will touch is all-time high levels. Then after that, the price might touch twice the all-time high levels, which is 134 into 2, which will equal to 270 rupees. So if we can find that business potential, 5 year business, next 3 to 5 year business potential at around in this valuation zone, we will get a stock at undervalued zone at around 40. And if we see, if we can foresee the things 3 to 5 years down the line from the business front, and if we are able to draw how much profit it can make in next 3 to 5 years, this business can make, we can get a business at a great discount. If we see the IPO high price was 134, we are getting it at 40 rupees, which is equivalent to more than 65 to 70% of discount. So whenever we get such discount, and from this, if the business is good for 3 years, this might see 260 to 270. So in next 3 years, we have an opportunity here in Snowman Logistics from 40 to around 260 to 70 levels. So which is more than 5x opportunity. So this is how an anatomy of IPO can help us understand multi-bagger potential stocks. High quality, I'm only talking about high quality business and high quality IPOs that got listed, and after that we are getting at a discount for multi-bagger gains. So this can help us to make killing in markets. So if we can correlate this anatomy, if we can correlate this anatomy with the business, with the stock prices, and with the human behavior, so it stock market investing success is all about understanding the behavior. And whatever anatomy of IPO which I have discussed now, which I have uh, created this entire thing for you all, is to describe the human behavior behind an IPO, human behavior behind a stock. If we can understand the behavior, we can make a killing in markets. If we understand the behavior as well as business as well, and then valuations and the future potential. So hope you have understood this. If you have liked this video, just share this to all people so that they also get a good learning, because I have not yet seen such a video posted on YouTube. So it would be better if you share it with the people to whom you care. Have a good day and comment down below what new learning you have learnt in this video. Thank you everyone. Have a good day.